Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, the RileyCS situation, somehow it's been like 5 days and people just keep on milking it, myself included, but there is now two major things that have come out. Where number one, old footage has now come out from prior Battlefield games that in my mind, it seems like it's 100% cheating. I'll show you guys that in the video, just let me yap a little bit to get into it. And then number two, there was also deleted footage of them actually being confirmed banned in prior games as well. So there's like a 7-day ban that's actually been on their account too. So it once again confirms that at least in this situation, we'll still throw the alleged, quote unquote, so people don't call me a transphobe, which is completely separate topic over there. I only care if they're cheating or not. And I don't like cheaters, no matter if you're in real life or if you're online. Not a fan, and I think most mentally sane people should be chill with that. But apparently, if you disagree with that opinion for some odd reason, there's been a lot of transphobia comments thrown on. Someone said that even in my comment section. I'm like, bro, I'm just talking about like the video game, like what you're reaching, at least for me. But anyway, going back to the big topic at hand, it seems like there's a lot more footage. Things don't look sketchy. I've looked through it. Other former cheating developers who make cheats have also chimed on in, just basically saying, yeah, this is a joke. And yeah, that's about it. So let's go talk about the fact of there's so much more stuff that's come out, and this has to be done soon. So subscribe if you guys are new and you guys enjoy me just being a hater online. It's kind of been kind of fun, and maybe I should be a little bit more unfiltered. These videos will get better. This is my second channel. I'm just having fun, so hope you guys don't mind. First and foremost, let's go over the kind of the interesting topic over here, where we can do this really quick. Saying hi, an actual former cheat developer here. Riley is cheating and using a mouse sim aimbot. Their FOV setting is somewhere around 2 to 4, minimal to no RCS reduction, probably an external. Have a nice day. And I'm actually a little bit mad that I didn't bring this up, because I kind of completely forgot about the fact there are external cheats that people can have, not even factored into software on their computer. I cover a lot of PlayStation news on my main channel, and we've just kind of discussed that, especially like Destiny 2 and various games like Call of Duty and console have these like weird USB type style controllers you plug into your console via USB, and they usually do get detected eventually, but they're called like chronos, I believe is the proper terminology for it. And they're just like cheats, like it's literally like a USB external hard drive cheat you plug into your console. I have covered this extensively, so I do want to reiterate, I actually do have some familiarity with cheating, as well as also played video games my entire life. I'm not like bad at video games, you know? So first and foremost, when you have the actual cheating developers themselves calling this out, bluntly saying, hey, this is cheating, there's 100,000 likes on this, millions of views, I kind of have to go and give at least a little bit of leeway towards that. But right this second, there has been more footage that came out from December 4th of 2024. And this is where it gets worse. This is where people should probably start being a little bit more like calling them out as a cheater, at least in my opinion, allegedly. I don't care about the gender stuff. Who really generally gives a fuck? I don't. Like, it's whatever. But if you're a cheater, I'm going to call you out a cheater, and I'm not going to let someone go and stop me from being the reality of the world that if you're a cheater, you are a bad person. Like, I don't know how this turned into such a big transphobia type vibe, but either way, if you're a cheater, like, get off my video game. So when it comes to this stuff, they have these clips, and I'm going to break this down to you guys, and hopefully you guys will agree, and if not, that's totally fine. That's the fun of YouTube videos. If you disagree on anything, let me know. If you agree, subscribe. But there is a certain clip over here and other clips, and the big things to look at is they're kind of flicking towards things at like perfect precision. In almost every clip we see, there's these really weird situations, and I think maybe later on you can see it more, where you're not on screen. It's not really like, it's variable distances, and I do think that some people can be good at games, do not get me wrong, and you can have good flicks. I've had good flicks, but the consistencies of it and like just the reality of the world, and also sometimes having to have a dual focus, as you can't have your eyes be like cross-eyed, or you have one eye looking at the mini map and one on the screen at the same exact time, because you, no matter what, you have to have like some sort of like a mental like movement break, you know? But the big thing here, this is the new footage prior from the archives, and once again, I do want to reiterate, they were confirmed banned for for cheating. Like it's actually happened before, prior. So once a cheater, always a cheater. If you guys have ever had a crazy ex-girlfriend who, you know, just like puts your blood on your neck or something like that, bro, I don't know, some crazy bitch, you understand that cheaters are cheaters, bro. Like, it's just like a personality type. So anyway, if you guys go look through some of these clips over here, there has been multiple clips where they go right there. I want to show you guys this. There's a few parts. They flick to people that are not visible. And then they go and like, that's like aimbot, bro. Like how are people still having issues with this, dude? So right here, we can see these two people in front of us, okay? So you see this, and then you see how they instantly overshot the person in front of them, okay? Like I've seen a lot of delusional idiots online these past few days. So hopefully you guys have eyes. So you see how there's a person in front of this person, right? With the crosshair right here, right? Like we see, everyone, like there's a lot of normal people, normal brain people. Please subscribe if you're not stupid, but there's a lot of idiots. You see how there's a person in front of us, right? But you see how this aim perfection goddess, you know, this best shooter we've ever seen in the entire world, somehow misses this, but they can somehow within pinpoint accuracy go and instantaneously go flick towards someone across the map and still hit like headshots and kill them. But for some odd reason, when we see them the entire time, they go and flick past them. But also, there's another person there. Anyone else? And then they try to keep shooting afterwards because you can maybe say you got that one, but you see how they went back to that shot right there. You see how they go back to this shot, but there's a person there. Very interesting. You know, very, very intriguing that for some odd reason, without even seeing the visuals, there's nothing there, but you can somehow, for some odd reason, flick there instantaneously. And then, you know, be like, oh, why did I go there? And usually, if you also cannot usually see like these squares for aimbots, they can also show up on the like your own computer, and through OBS you can hide that very easily. I've been a streamer for a bajillion years. Look how many different random scenes I have. Like, you can trust me on this. Like, I would know. I made this stuff. Like, I worked on this stuff. I used XSplit back in like 2007. So this person is probably hiding everything on the screen or using an external, as I also have expertise on because I'm a PlayStation console guy. I've actually been offered money to promote them, so I understand that I know the people themselves. And there's other various clips too, but this is the most damning of them all. Because once again, they missed the person in front of them. So if they want to use the excuse that they're like this god tier, amazing aim labs, I spend 15,000 hours perfecting my shot because I have autism. They say that. I don't care if you're autistic. They are like, I'm autistic. My brain works differently. And I would be insulted. This is like playing Osu at the most basic level and you miss the circle, and that's like your entire lifeline. So this alone is just, if you want to go on the gameplay route, you're garbage at the game, like first and foremost. So if that's your ego, that's your protection, you suck. Part two is if you're not cheating, please explain to me, elaborate to me that you shot at someone that you had no vision of, they were in the literal smoke. Like, you can maybe make a comment that it was like an outline afterwards, but no, that like the flick was during the actual like thing itself. And so as I mentioned, some of these like clips are also very instantaneously snappy, which I've had gameplay like this. I'm in the zone, like I'm feeling myself. I'm you know, a few drinks and deep or something, I'm vibing. But some of the other clips out here a little bit more are even more strange. And I think it was the one that these are whatever, kind of like, this is not that crazy, but I think this is a big one. So I want you guys to go and look at this stuff, because some of these shots, like, bro, you know, some of them just don't. If you're on the open, sure, whatever, but when there's like smoke physics involved in these instant flicks where they're not really like lined up on your body, where you don't really know where some of these shots really kind of go be at, dude, like they can kind of get a little on the weird side, you know, just saying. Either way, when it comes to like just movement and all that, like you can have good practice, like good flicks, good movements, but if it's variable, you're going to have a little bit more of a, like an RNG. And a lot of also people are calling it out besides just the main factor. Like, this really is pretty damning in my opinion. But like, look at this. Former cheater goes through their VODs to show all the telltale cheater signs, also exposes a previous 7-day for cheating. Former cheat dev calls them out exactly, and virtual signaler is saying everyone is giving them the free pass. I really do not care, like, if they're trans or not. If you're a cheater, you're a cheater, and I keep on saying this, but a lot of people are kind of agreeing. There's a few delusional people, and some people are like, oh, these pros are saying it's okay. I've also seen pros calling them out as cheaters. So, you know, at the end of the day, you can make the final call. But this has been a crazy, crazy situation that is still overblown too as well. And a lot of people are like, there's no error. snapping at targets through obstruction and smoke too as well. People are also saying too as well that the hand cam did nothing, which I also called that out in the prior video, because you can fix a delay, quote unquote, on a hand cam so easy. It takes 3 seconds. And if they still haven't fixed it, like, they're just idiots. Like, it takes 2 seconds. I've done all this stuff in OBS, I understand too as well. And people are also saying just the actual movement, positioning on the map, not having any cover, all this type of general FPS knowledge. If you look at like a Shroud or anyone who's played a lot of FPS games, even Ninja, whoever, I don't know, like, you just know you're in bad positions. Like, they're just going into these rooms, letting up spots, like you're not like moving, jumping, avoiding bullets, doing whatever too as well. And people are like, oh, it's crazy that people think that there's any doubts, you know, on top of that. And some people are just like, I don't even like this aiming community because they're cocky and I don't want to have people in my game like this, you know what I mean? So this situation got a lot more crazy too as well. It's just nuts, you know. And I do want to say, because I did kind of go a little, like, you see a comment like this, where is it? I think people are getting sick of this stuff. Because if you're like, I'm not a transphobe, bro. Let me even say this, like, don't be mean to trans folks, like in the video, in the comment section on Twitter, whatever. Like, let me go and say, bro, like, I don't mind like what people are, as long as they're cool with me. But I think a lot of people are getting sick of this because accountability is the most important thing, and we don't want to live in a delusional world where no one really knows what they're talking about. And what I see over here is, if you're good at video games and you were able to go and see this in slow motion, man, then you did something wrong. So yeah. Anyway, I appreciate y'all for watching. Subscribe if you guys are new. This drama's almost done, so we can stop talking about it soon. But I want to get this one out because this was crazy new information. Love you guys.